back to 25 Sweetpeas. Today for you, I'm swatching the newest collection from Zoya. This is their Transitional 2023 collection, and it is titled Toasty. And we are going to be swatching all of it in this video. And right now we're doing the little bottle rounds, and I feel like we have some things to talk about with these polishes because the um shades are very muted, I would say. So if you're not a fan of muted shades, this collection is probably not for you. I feel like they took the toasty sort of word and went with like cuddly vibes with this collection. Like I picture blankets and cute pillows and things. It's just very, very cozy indoors. You're probably huddled under a blanket. And I feel like that's what this collection is saying. The first shade that we're swatching is called Abigail. And this polish is probably not for me. It's not meant for my skin tone. It doesn't really do much. It's kind of concrete-like, but overall it does have a good formula. The next shade is called Crystal, and it's not a ton different than the first polish. I would say it too reminds you of kind of a concrete color, but maybe some dirt was mixed in. So it, like I said, this is not the best description, but it's a dirtier gray, I guess you could say, with a hint of mauve. Then the next shade, we start to get a little bit of color in this collection, and it is called Ray. And this is kind of, again, you could describe this one as a mauve shade. It's a bit warmer than the first ones that we swatched for sure. Had a really nice formula, and it did cover really well. For some reason, when I pull my brush away, it like makes the color look more saturated. So when you see the brush on the screen and it's not super saturated, that's a more accurate representation of this color. It's kind of just, Then the next shade is called Hattie, and this one is, again, very much like the last one, but this one is like a shade more saturated, which is nice. This one has more color to it. It has a really good formula, as you guys can see. The first coat did cover really nicely, and you don't really need a second coat, but of course I always do one because I like the feeling of it, but it's not going to change the color any. Then the next shade is Elowen, and this is like a little jump into the much darker shade polish group in this collection, and this has a purpley vibe at first when you put it on, but then as you build it up, it turns into a bit more of like a red wine shade, I guess you could say. And it does have a good formula, but it definitely does need the two coats to reach the color that it is in the bottle. Then the last shade is Aura, and this one is more purpley than the last one, as you guys can definitely see. I feel like in the first coat, you think that there's like a hint of like a red in it, but as you build it up, this is one of those ones that you do need two coats on. And the second coat is definitely going to make you hit full coverage, and it changed like the overall tone of the polish. Now it looks like a more of an eggplanty purple, and it does have a really nice formula and builds up perfectly in two coats. So here is a look at the full collection. As you guys can see, the first four are very, very muted. I feel like you have like groups of two in which the shades are very similar. And then we get to the end and it's a bit bolder, darker, and I think of more definitely like fall, winter vibes with those. But overall, the collection does have a very consistent, easy to use formula, and it does apply really nicely. So I think that is nice. And if you're looking into a transitional sort of seasonal collection, this is pretty good for that. It is available now on the Zoya website, so I will link that down below. And I think that is officially it from me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye!